Hi, I'm Susan Winter for SusanWinter.net. How do you handle a person who's got really bad behavior? Somebody you're dating, somebody you're seeing. Well, fortunately, I've dated the worst of the worst on purpose, just so I could know these things. There's not a lot to say if you had great relationships. I couldn't be helping any of you. But I remember in my purposeful dating bad guy cycle, I had a fellow that I met who his bad behavior, he had actually told me about a girl who was interested in him at work and then crafted it so that he invited us both to an event, thinking that we were his individual date and standing between the two of us. He wanted to watch us explode. Of course, she was angry and jealous. I was more angry at him. I left, but later I got him on the phone and I learned a trick that came to me that night. You know, there are people that hurt you and do cruel things because they're unconscious, and there are people that are conscious. No matter what his case, and it didn't matter, the only way to correct them is to do just the opposite of what they expect. Calling a man out or calling a woman out and going on and on, nagging with how they've hurt you, how it did this, how it did that, you did this and you did that. People become immune to that, especially people that are insensitive and that are only self-involved and want their needs met, whether it's through insecurity and ignorance or it's calculated on a game board to get a response, to push all the partners around. So I crafted the offense that had been done to me in 2 sentences, incredibly concise, like you might say in a soundbite on television. You did this, this, and this, and then you did that, and that's why I feel upset and hurt and angry. I stopped talking. Then I attached the underlying thinking and the psychological positioning of all of that to the thing he loved the most and wanted the most, his career. That's when he heard me. You see, we are what we are, and how you do anything is how you do everything. So if you can find the underlying root of this bad behavior, what are they doing? And attach it to the thing that makes their heart beat, that irresponsible, insensitive person will hear you. Because now they've pricked up their ears. Now they want to hear because it's about them. I did that to many a bad boy. And I couldn't believe that they let me speak. And why they let me speak and why they listened and why they absorbed it, because it was about them. If you can find that root cause of what they did, if they were late repeatedly and made you wait, and that was disrespectful, explain how that kind of thinking will affect their personal or professional life, whatever means the most to them. You have to link it back to what means the most to them, and then they will be willing to listen. I never had a problem with that guy after that time. He was what he was, but I never had that problem. Not only that, I gained respect because I wasn't nagging and you hurt me, I'm mad at you. I got right to the point that power tripping people and pitting them against each other is done because you felt less. So the fact that you felt less, it was visible to everyone. And making 2 people fight over you was supposed to double you to not just even or +1, you hoped to get a +2. You lost 2 people, you lost the credibility that you had with 2 people, you showed unethical behavior, and if you do anything like that in your work life, you will never meet the success that you want. That's not how you get people to respect you. That's not how you get people to want to be with you. You make them run the opposite direction, and you give them good reason to not like you and to hold something against you. Try and connect the bad behavior to what is fundamental in their greatest, most powerful need. And when you can find the link, that partner will hear you. Be neutral, be calm, and be very objective. Because then you're doing a doubly wonderful thing. 1, you're speaking up for yourself. And 2, hopefully, you're assisting them in being a better person. Because it's not about you at that point. Your efforts are to assist them to get the goal that they want. Oh, you've just realized a flaw in their management style. I hope this works for you. It's been an excellent training system for me. and I have a lot less bad behavior, if any. Thanks a lot, Susan Winter for SusanWinter.net.